What time is that?
Let's see what the great Patrick Mahomes will do on this play.
But before we can talk about how great Patrick Mahomes is, we have a flag on the play.
Before the ball was snapped, pass interference on the defense, numbers 1, 2, and 3. By rule, the great and powerful Patrick Mahomes will elect where to place the ball. Hail Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, it's now 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Ball is snapped.
Man, look at the way Patrick Mahomes handed off that ball. Superb technique.
But let's check out the flag on the play.
During the play, personal foul, violating Patrick Mahomes' personal bubble. The result of the play is first down, touchdown, and Chiefs win by 50 points. Hail Patrick Mahomes.
Would help if I unmuted. There we go. Jets bag is back, baby. Woo! Jets, Jets. Just end the season. Woo! All right. How's it going, Edson?
Oh, all right. Just busy,
all right.
but pretty good. Just taking a breath.
Yeah, this is a much needed breath for sure. I have to admit, though, going up front, I didn't watch a lot last week, so I had to do a lot of homework.
Yeah. I didn't do enough homework, but yeah, I got to do better.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to get rid of Jets bag for now. I have a feeling it might return in the future.
I can't believe that. That's funny.
I love Jets bag. So waiting for Bruce. He's having it's like Gremlins morning. I lost power like just before the show.
Wow.
Like I was in the bathroom, all of a sudden, poof, I'm like, oh. Came back pretty quickly, but then everything had to be reset. And he said he can't get into his Gmail account to get the link to come in. So I texted it to him. We'll see what happens. But the show must go on. I was almost prepared to do it alone today. Well, the wheel is back. Let me find the wheel. Where's the field? Here we go. So let's see here. That's not it. I got to remove. See, this is a little clunky this week. I'm going to fix it next week, but at least I figured out how to play.
Oh, yeah, it's got the result and everything.
Well, this I made this last night for us.
Nice.
Yeah, I took the little screen grabs off the NFL.com and stuck them in the wheel.
Wow.
So we don't have to do the stupid eliminate the team.
Yeah,
we already did this game thing. So if you're ready, we can just dive right in.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot. I want to share something else. No, I'll wait until we get to the game. I'll wait. There was some weird crap. Well, every week there's weird crap in the NFL.
That's what it is, NFL. That's the NFL.
Yeah. So, let's spin the wheel and see where we land, shall we?
I hope it's one I'm more familiar with.
Landed in the middle of nothing. All right, there we go. The Bengals and the Jaguars.
Yeah, that was a pretty good game.
Yes, it was.
I mean, I expected it to be. Yeah.
So, couple of weird things. First off, I don't know if you saw this, but there was a point where Trevor Lawrence was throwing the ball like high and behind guys, and and there were a lot of incompletions. And the camera had this perfect angle where Liam Cohen was like going, hit him in the chest, and Trevor Lawrence goes like, F you, bro, like back at him.
Holy cow! What the?
Yeah. So last week, everything looked all hunky dory in Jacksonville, and this week,
I mean, he's always been a little bit of wild.
Even
outside his injuries, it's always been like that experience.
I would use the term erratic.
Yeah,
which you don't expect. I mean, this is his fourth season now,
I know,
and he was a 1-1 overall. You'd expect better from him by now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you want to put him in bust territory, but
I wouldn't.
I think he's in just a guy territory.
Yeah. Not living up to the initial expectations, definitely.
No.
But I wouldn't put him as bust, no. And I know he's been crippled. Speaking of injuries, I know there was another one on the other side of the ball that is being crippled with injuries as well. But Lawrence has had his enough of the injuries as well.
So Cincinnati, they had to get off to a quick start this year because they always start 1-1, 0-2. Actually, it's been more 0-2.
Maybe even 0-2 and sometimes 0-3. It's like they put them.
Yeah.
No, one time it was like, I don't know if it was last year, but it was like 1-4, 1-5 or something. They put themselves in a hole. Hey.
Yeah. All right. Gremlins this morning. And now they lose Joe Burrow for, it looks like 3 months.
Pretty much almost the whole season.
Yeah. Now Jake Browning, maybe it's too soon to call this, but we've seen a lot of Jake Browning in the past. A couple of years ago, he had to play half the year.
Yep.
And he's just the guy. He's a backup quarterback. But does he not play on the same level as Trevor Lawrence? Maybe.
Almost. Yeah, pretty much. He's the good thing is he's been in that organization as a backup. And so he can just step. It's not like they just pick somebody up at the last minute. Like, so he knows the system, he knows the plays, and that's good for him. It's not like he has to ramp up or anything like that.
But my analogy kind of went with, like, he made a bunch of mistakes early, and then brought them back, and that's kind of how Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Week to week, he's choose your poison, right?
I guess we'll see that when he has the full week of full preparation, how this goes this week.
Will they use preparation A? Bruce, how are you, man? You made it.
Man, I had an easier time ordering a drink last night at the reunion than I did getting online.
How'd that go?
It was awesome.
That's great.
Hold on for 1 second. I gotta get myself ready. Hold on. I gotta do my hair.
Bruce has been out of high school for 5 years already. That's crazy.
Wow, thanks, guys.
I'm just
the NFL does not takes a big blow to lose somebody like Joe Burrow. Not that I'm a big Cincy fan, but like he's one of the more dynamic players that brings the stories in and stuff like that. So.
Well, that's just it. I enjoy watching them for all that. I mean, their skilled players are some of the most talented guys in the league. Jamar Chase still put up 165 in a tutty.
They'll put up big numbers even without him, but
yeah.
I have a quick question. Edson, did you enjoy your pre-K reunion?
It was fun. We still had our original coloring crayons and everything.
Your little nap mat stuff.
Yeah. Edson just learned how to write cursive last night, so we're very proud of it.
So Bruce, I saw that Clayton Kershaw is hanging it up. Not that it was shocking to anybody, but the fact that he waited to the end of the year. I think that's a really classy move on his part. I really like the guy. Yeah. And I don't think he wanted one of those like farewell tour. He didn't want all the attention on him. So he waited till the end, his last start at Dodger Stadium to say something.
It's pretty emotional. I mean, because I'm a huge Dodgers fan. It's gonna be weird watching without 22 running out there every once in a while.
I feel you. It's always sad when an athlete that you admire, like you blink and their career's over already.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shocked he's that old. It didn't seem like he's been around that long, but look at a guy like Verlander's like 41. He's still in the league, but
yeah, they show Verlander. They show some clips of Verlander. Verlander still looks pretty young, though.
He still looks. He can still bring it.
Yeah,
all right, let's.
So can Kershaw.
Yeah,
it's crazy that when you just said that, it's like, so he's waited until the last start. It just hit me. Oh my gosh, this baseball season's over. It's like it's normally so long for me, and this year it's like you can't believe it.
This might have to be a Pirates bag pretty soon. I mean,
no. What did I say to you 3 weeks ago? And you just laughed at me.
No, I said they were hot. I said the Pirates were hot, and they were. They took 2 out of 3 from Boston. They swept the Dodgers, and then they went right in the crapper again. They're like 28 games under 500. They're just awful.
My new favorite team is the Colorado Rockies because I like their uniforms.
Speaking of 30 games under 500.
Well, we have their Double-A team in Hartford, so
that's right.
All the guys playing for them came through here. So
that's right. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. Almost the entire roster now is people from Hartford in the last 2-3 years.
I think eventually we need to go through our baseball picks because remember we made those like And my team, I mean, I got one of my teams is right so far, but my Orioles is one.
I know I got you guys beat on the. You guys picked the White Sox to be the worst team, and I picked Colorado.
I remember liking the Cubs, so that was pretty good.
And Milwaukee, I picked Milwaukee. Yeah, we got to find those. I don't know where they
I
are.
gotta dust those off.
Right in my back of my notebook right here.
Oh, okay.
You have ours too?
I
hope
don't
you
have that.
yours too. I don't know where I put mine. I'll have to find it. But I can
Edson's still
probably
making up his right now.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting a couple more weeks, and I'll make mine.
Edson's the new Derek Jeter, Mr. November with baseball picks. He's like, oh yeah, I got this.
The only thing I'm really sad about the Pirates season ending is, well, two things. One, Paul Skeens is just phenomenal to watch, and Andrew McCutchen, because he's year to year. But you know what? His numbers, his home run totals are down this year, but every other numbers are up. So they may bring him back.
Oh.
I just, much like Kershaw with you, I don't want to see 22 go away.
I'm telling you right now, here's my prediction. Paul Skeens will be a Dodger next year.
No,
Just throw money at him.
No, well, he's under contract for 3 more years, but
oh, he is okay. I thought he was
he's
like free agent.
No, not for a while. He's on his rookie deal for 5 years.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was that young. Okay.
Oh yeah, he came up last year. All right, what game are we gonna cover now?
Torture.
Oh, landed in the middle again. Which one are they going to give us? All right, Dallas.
Oh, okay. There's the one. That was
Dallas and the Gins. This is a good one.
Yeah.
So, where do you start? Do you start at the end? Russell Wilson throwing up a Did you see what?
What was that?
After playing a near flawless game, what in the world was he doing?
I think he just got into it where he's like, I could just do whatever I want, and it's gonna be like what? Who? Matt Eberflus, who's the defensive court. What is there such a thing as adjustments for him? It's like, how many 60-yard bombs can you let go before you make some kind of adjustment back there? I know they don't have a pass rush, but geez, what are you doing? Like after about the fourth one.
What was that name you just brought up again?
Yeah, wait a minute.
He's not calling timeouts, okay?
Did you say Matt?
Another Matt Eberflus sighting?
I think he's a defensive coordinator for the Cowboys. I believe.
You mean he actually left the field in Ford Field in Detroit?
He's still got the timeout in his back pocket. Waiting.
But geez, I can't believe it. So I think Russell Wilson was like, yeah, I could do it. I could just keep throwing it. It's just one of the guys is gonna get it. And
yeah, Neighbors.
One too many.
Yeah, Neighbors. You know what's funny? And I was thinking about it when I saw it last week. The overreaction all the time from a week one.
That's the way I fall
and they
for
showed
that too.
Malik Neighbors when he was sitting on the bench and he looked just horrified. And they're like, he wants out. He doesn't want to play here. He hates Russell Wilson. And then this week he just goes nuts, right? He has a phenomenal game. So, you know, those kind of reactions drive me nuts when people do that. It's like, no, if he starts running his mouth and says, I want out of here, okay, then, yeah. But
then.
He was clearly just angry that they were just not prepared. They got their doors blown in, and Russell Wilson did struggle. But
my overreaction was that the previous week that Cowboy secondary put, Brown and Devontae Smith from the Eagles kept them out of the whole game. So I'm like, how do you go from that to this? So that was my overreaction. But
that's week to week in the NFL.
I know. I got to put that into it. Yep.
And you got to think about it. I mean, the margin of error between the good teams and the bad teams is not the gap that some people think it is. I mean, for a couple of teams, it is. All right.
For a few. Yeah.
There's always a handful of 3 to 5 teams that are just out of it from day one. But for the most part, across the board, when you have a team like the Giants who are mediocre, right? We figure they're mediocre. I actually picked them to come in second. I bought the hype. We'll see.
It's a long season.
It's a long year. But the margin of error is a turnover here, a mistake there, can make the difference in a game each week. When you're a decent team, when you're a team that's capable of winning games.
I think Russell Wilson, you were talking about this, Edson, in the roundabout way. Russell Wilson is so confident when he throws the ball. He throws the ball. He still throws a pretty ball. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong.
Yep.
But for some reason,
Unlimited.
he's so confident that someone's
He's
going to catch the ball. But
unlimited.
what the hell was that?
Unlimited.
Am I
I wish
doing reckless speculation?
I'm looking for it somewhere here.
Yeah.
Unlimited.
Oh yeah, unlimited.
So yeah. So Bruce, you weren't here at the beginning, but I was. I'm going to fix the video situation. I have a half-assy patch this week, but next week I will have it fixed.
Okay.
You missed the Mahomes tribute at the beginning, so
Yeah, I was able to play the content with the Mahomes thing on it.
Oh, okay.
hopefully that'll live out its usefulness this year.
If
Now, on the flip side, the Giants, we just kind of touched. Oh, by the way, did you see the tackle James Hudson for the Giants on the first drive of the game got 4 penalties?
Oh, what the hell?
I mean, he slapped the guy in the head. He just,
Yep.
his false start was a classic. I mean, he ran like 10 yards ahead, like before the snap. He just took off.
Then he
I mean,
slapped
what he was
someone.
thinking. That was unbelievable. But on the other side, what's with Jalen Hurts? He threw for what? Oh, they didn't. I'm sorry. Wrong opponent. I was thinking Eagles.
That's okay.
That was week one.
But that is a good
We'll
point.
get to
when
that.
we get to
But
that.
now, yeah. Sorry. I brain farted on that one. I was thinking the week before.
if Keith, you're talking about incredible things, music to play in the background, I wish we could do this one. I'll send it to you. Oh, okay, well, it loads up, but this is football the way it was meant to be. So continue the conversation until I send this to you. But I wish we could play this. But it's loading, so it's going to take a couple minutes.
Yeah, that game.
Not much to say about Dallas except that they just looked like the opposite of what they did week one.
I mean,
At least defensively. I mean, you got this kicker Aubrey. What the hell?
The best weapon. Yep.
2 64-yarders already this year. 2.
I think, to be honest, I think the Cowboys are exactly who we thought they would be. Their offense would be competent, and they have been, and their defense just isn't there.
Yeah,
What's the kicking game?
The kicking game. I mean, I was watching this game at the gym. The two games that were on at the gym were this one and your team, Edson. And,
okay, now this is the music I wish we could play.
And I saw the Giants celebrating with 37 seconds left.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah. I was at a cookout, and
They're
my
all
friends were big
nuts,
Giants
and
fans
then I
going
get in
nuts.
the car. Yeah, then I get in the car, and they're like, "It's in overtime," and I'm like, "I thought it was over."
What the heck?
Like, the way they were celebrating, I thought the game was over because I didn't see the clock. I was, leaving, and no, he kicked a 64-yard overtime, and then watching Brandon Pernith is, oh yeah, and he hit a chip shot at the end.
I heard that 64-yarder could have been good from 78.
Yeah,
they were talking about it was like it was still moving.
These kickers are getting so good now. Like a 46-yarder is nothing. Where that used to be, go back to Scott Norwood. That was the same distance, right, in the Super Bowl that he missed.
Oh, they showed that a couple of days ago. Oh,
yeah, but that was a hard kick 25, 30 years ago. Now these guys hit these things like nothing. That 50-yarder nothing now.
Okay, here's my stat of the day. I saw this. You remember the play where in '82 where Joe Theismann threw this infamous block against Harry Carson when Joe Washington could score? That was the year Mosley won MVP for making like 21 straight field goals. Here's your stat of the day. Mosley missed 4 extra points that year.
Really? And that's when the extra point was from the 2-yard line.
Yeah, right.
Much easier.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, he makes all these field goals, but he missed 4 extra points.
Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, let me see. I just sent that link to myself here.
Edson, did you get that picture, that video I sent you?
One just now, you mean? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did get it.
Okay, that was the music I wish we could play.
Okay.
That was the football music I grew up on. But
I don't have it here yet. It's coming. Well, let's move on to the next game, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa! Detroit and Chicago.
Well, I guess
Well,
did it land on Detroit?
Detroit and Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess the demise of the Detroit Lions was a little bit too. Not speaking of overreaction.
Edson, when I saw the stat line, I immediately thought of you from last year. Jared Goff. Like this was last year, 2024 Jared Goff.
Exactly.
5 touchdowns, 5
misses.
incompletions.
Yep, that's exactly what we're used to.
Oh yeah, I remember Edson talking about that. I do remember that.
I mean, all I can say is that either they really had a bad week last week, or the Packers defense really improved with Micah Parsons.
I have a question for you. Do you think, first off, watching that game with one of my best friends who's a big Chicago fan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy,
that was painful. That was painful. And second, do you think what's his name? I can see him. What's the coach of Detroit? What's his name?
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson.
Oh, Campbell.
You said Detroit. I thought you said Chicago.
Dan
yeah.
Campbell.
Okay. Campbell.
Yeah. You think Campbell would try and make a statement?
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah.
And you know what?
I think he's trying. You think he's trying to run it up?
I don't think he was trying to run it up to embarrass the Bears necessarily. I think it was because a general thing is like, yeah, we're not as dead as you the league thinks we are, and here's us.
Yeah,
and I think he made a statement to his team during the week practice too.
I agree.
I agree. You think it was more personal? It was like a Buddy Ryan, Mike Ditka thing.
I don't think.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think Edson's more on track. They were embarrassed by Green Bay last week, and the whole news media had them dead and buried after one game. I think he was like, no, let's get our our ish back together and go show the world that we're still the Detroit Lions. And Hutchinson came back, had a big sack in the game, and Caleb Williams looked like both quarterbacks looked like last year's version.
Yeah. That's true.
As good as Caleb looked in week 1 for 3 quarters anyway, he looked terrible this week. And you know what? I got to say, shame on the Detroit fans too. They were saying F Ben Johnson. They were chanting F Ben Johnson.
That's on that. That's totally on.
Why? Because the guy wanted a promotion.
That's crazy.
That he earned? I mean, come on.
Only thing I know is this proves one thing. Never, ever, ever change your nail polish during the middle of a game. Caleb, are you listening? I got you, brother.
This week, Caleb changed it in the locker room before the game.
I think basically if Golf has a running game that takes some of the pressure off of him, he has a great game passing. That's basically that. Their running game was working. So,
and Amon St. Brown looked awesome. He had 3 touchdown catches. And
he was open all day.
Yep.
And Bruce, you can start up the stat of the day music because this guy Isaac Tesla has 2 catches in this year, 2 of them, and he's only needed 1 hand for both of them.
Stat of the day. Stat of the day.
Wow. He made another
extra stat of the day. Hey, Edson, why do you have to ruin the stat of the day? Always butt him in because Edson's ruining the stat of the day. One thing is interesting, though.
That's my response.
That was very insensitive. Only thing I know is I'm so fortunate because I mean this is sad that we were talking. You guys, I jumped into conversation was with Burrow being
Oh
hurt.
yeah.
Guess who my starting quarterback is for my fantasy league?
Oh, you had him. Okay.
Yeah, we traded. I traded him out for Jared Goff.
Oh, I
Well,
think you
hey,
yeah, I think you're all right.
I think you're good.
And,
Yeah, you're
Most weeks.
and who do they play next week? The Ravens. And my running back is Derrick Henry.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we got something to say about
Looking forward to
that
that game. Yeah.
when we get to that game. Ah,
Oh boy. This was the team that screwed me over this week.
yeah, me too. Me too. Oh yeah, we gotta figure out how we did.
Yeah. I
Wow.
could not believe it.
I could.
I thought, a great game the week before. They have their home opener in front of their fans, and what happened? I mean, I'll let you obviously know the most about this game.
Keith, this is all you, buddy. Go ahead.
Yep.
It's all you.
Typical Mike Tomlin, unprepared home opener. There's I could spend an hour doing, just telling you what's wrong with the Steelers, but I'll try to summarize it quickly. They're not well coached. They're not well coached. The assistant coaches on this team are junior varsity, amateur hour coaches. Mike Tomlin will not hire competent assistant coaches because he has to be the smartest man in the room.
Yep.
You know how many in the 18 years Mike Tomlin's been coaching, you know how many of his hires have been hired by someone else? None. Zero. He doesn't have a coaching tree. He has a coaching stump. He's also playing dated football. He's not using his personnel properly. He's got a 3-4 defense, and he's trying to play Tampa 2, the stuff he did with Minnesota and Tampa Bay, in a totally different. He doesn't have the personnel. I mean, there are videos of Steelers linebackers getting just absolutely bulldozed, trucked by Kenny Walker and some of the linemen. You're asking undersized linebackers to come up and plug the holes because your defensive line is inept. They're a mess. They're an absolute mess. And their offensive line is just as bad, if not worse. Yeah, there's a lot of problems on this team. This is a 500 team. I used to joke, my buddy Doug and I were Steelers fans. We used to joke in the 80s and 90s and even early 2000s that the Seattle Seahawks were just an opponent because every year they're 8-8, 7-9, 9-7. They're just an opponent. They could win one week. They're going to lose one week. That's who the Steelers have become. They're just an opponent.
Well, I'm waiting for your famous words, but if you won't say it, I will. They're mired in mediocrity.
They are. They really are. They're not going to win anything with this regime. They need this total douching. The Seahawks came in and ran for well over 100 yards. The Steelers have given up over 100-yard rusher now, 8 weeks in a row, dating back to last year. TJ Watt hasn't had a sack in 7 games.
That was my main concern about, I know early in the season, no overreaction, but so far the defense hasn't. And that was the strength of their team, I thought, previously.
Well, Mike Tomlin said it was going to be a legendary defense coming into the year. I wonder if he still feels that way after they got completely manhandled 2 weeks in a row. 2 average teams. The Jets and the Seahawks are not the Packers,
right?
And the Chiefs or the Ravens. What happens when they start playing
Buffalo,
real teams, right? So
what happened? Yeah. What's up with that special teams though?
Oh, and then you got the rookie Caleb Johnson. Now, this is what I'm talking about with the coaching. How do you draft this? First of all, you spend a 3rd-round pick on this kid that's supposed to be your new bell cow Najee Harris replacement. He is afraid to run. When he gets the ball, he stands there tapping his feet and looking for something. He's ineffective in the running game. So they put him returning kicks. So if your sole job is to return kicks, how do you not know the rules? I mean, granted, he let the ball, forget that it's a live ball in the end zone because of the new kickoff rule. He should know that. But it hit him in the shoulder on the way into the end zone, which means that's totally, he touched it. That's anybody's ball. And he hit
under the old rules, it's still
field at the sideline. Runs. He's benched now. He's not playing this week. They took his helmet from him. This is another fail. If you go back and look at the last 8 to 10 drafts, almost every single guy is gone or out of the league. They're not good at drafting either. I mean, you can say TJ Watt all you want, but that's, the one diamond in the rough. There's a lot of problems, and the Steelers, the national media runs cover for the Steelers' ineptitude all over the place. So, on the other side of the ball, give Seattle credit. They look better than I thought they were going to be. Sam Darnold looks good. Sam Darnold looks like he did last year. I thought he was going to totally regress in a new system.
I think he's going to be up and down all season long. But
I still do
that's
too.
Just me.
Well, look at years past, like when he went to Carolina and he started out like 3-0 and he looked freaking awesome.
Yep.
And then he's
easy to catch up to by defensive coordinators.
Well,
it's not complicated to. Go ahead.
Edson put it best. We're waiting for the Great Pumpkin to happen.
might happen sooner this year than last year.
Right, because I remember you saying that, and all of a sudden, as soon as the pumpkin,
it was like the last couple of weeks of the season is when he showed up.
Right.
But there's another one. The Mike McDonald goes from Ravens defensive coordinator over to Seattle, and they haven't really missed a beat. They don't look any worse than they did under Pete Carroll. They really don't. I mean, they have lost their home field advantage, though.
Yeah,
we were talking about that. Wasn't Seattle like we were just saying last week? Seattle was so dominant at home, and they go into Pittsburgh, and it's like, okay. But Pittsburgh, back in the day, you didn't want to go into Pittsburgh.
No.
Yeah. Yep.
No. And every year we hear that they've drafted to get more physical, and then they get tossed around like rag dolls. The first 2 weeks, they're both on both sides of the line of scrimmage. They've been getting thrown around, defensive and offensive line. And what did John Madden always teach us, guys? Where do you win the game? In the trenches.
In the trenches.
Was the big uglies.
The big uglies.
Yeah.
See that fat butt right there? Boom. Ooh, which one?
Towards Bronco. Yeah.
Broncos Colts.
That was a really good game.
This is interesting to me. Like, wow. All right. The Colts. Daniel Jones. Who had this on their bingo card? Who? You audience out there, you're lying if you said you did, because you didn't. Who saw this coming?
Not me.
They won by 1 point. This wasn't but the Broncos, on the other hand, their defense is looking a little. Their secondary doesn't look so good.
Right. I mean, the Colts offense in the past they didn't really key in. Last year they didn't key in on this until it was way too late. But it's their running game. They have a good offensive line. They have Taylor and I think Daniel Jones. What failed in the Giants was that they tried to at one point focus everything on him, and then he failed. Well, don't focus on the strength of your offense, which in this case is the running game, and then he can do very well. Just do his part.
The difference being the Giants' offensive line is
traditional. That's the problem.
Last decade's just been abysmal,
and they had a great running back to help them, but they didn't fix the offensive line. So
yeah. I mean, last year,
I think Taylor's underrated. He's dependable.
Yeah, I agree.
And he's good.
Taylor doesn't get the attention that he deserves because he plays in Indianapolis.
Because he plays
right.
And the team has struggled since Andrew Luck's retirement. They've struggled at quarterback, trying to plug aging veterans in, Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan. Like, it's just been this revolving door.
Carson Wentz,
Flacco, like, it's just not working out. Then they bring in Daniel Jones. Well, first, let's face it, they whiffed on Richardson.
Yep.
And they bring in Daniel Jones as a stopgap, and everybody writes them off. And here they are, 2-0, and they're putting up numbers. So, and they've always had a decent defense, decent to good. I would never say great. Back in the day when they had Peyton Manning, they had a killer defense too. But yeah, the Colts are looking good, and they're actually entertaining me, and I'm paying attention.
Although I have to say this, they got a little lucky this game because we talked about how the kicking has changed in a day where a 50-yarder is like like an extra point, the Broncos had a chance to win this with like a 41-yarder that they missed at the
Something
end
like
of the game.
43. Yeah.
And they had an easy win there. So you kind of sometimes you have to get lucky too.
Yeah. No, it's one of these evenly matched back and forth games. They can't be too happy in Denver right now.
Right.
But it was kind of to be expected. And Bo Nix, I mean, it's 2 weeks. Let's just pump the brakes. But will he have that sophomore drop, that fallback?
Yeah.
We'll see. But hey, the Colts are fun to watch, and I'm happy for Daniel Jones.
Me too. Speaking of fun to watch.
Yeah. Sadly, this was the second Monday night game that was on so late. I only made it to halftime. I just couldn't keep my eyes open anymore. But actually, it was pretty much decided by halftime anyway.
Yeah.
Geno Smith did not look comfortable at all in this game. They struggled for every bit of yardage that they can muster on the Raiders side of the ball. The Chargers are so physical.
Again, I'm trying not to overreact. Is the Charger defense really that good? Jeez.
They are.
Harbaugh is a
against the
Harbaugh defense.
Chiefs and against the Raiders now. Jeez.
I agree with Bruce. It's Harbaugh.
Yep. The only thing I'm worried about is they on the other side of it, they're being a little bit too pass happy. And he's good. He's big on the running game. They're not really utilizing the running games that well so far.
I noticed that Hampton and Najee Harris both had 8 carries each.
I mean, they drafted the guy, so why aren't they making him? And it's working for them. It doesn't matter. But the only thing I worry about is that going to eventually show up in injury risk to Herbert? So because they late in the game, they had the game pretty much. I mean, it was kind of like they were trying to hold on to the ball just to run out the clock, but they called this play where it was a designed Herbert run. It's like, what? Why would you do that? And he kind of got up a little. I know he didn't get injured, but he got up a little gingerly. And I was like, I'm not sure you should be calling that. But hey, I'm not the coach, so.
No, I'm with you. I mean, you've got these 2 bruising running backs, and they're touching it 8 times each. That doesn't make much sense to me either.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Don't want to be a downer because the Chargers are my new favorite team.
I did pick them to win the West this year.
I think I did too. I would have to look at my picks, but
I know I didn't pick the Chiefs, but
and it was surprising to me. But when I looked at it, I just figured the Chiefs are going to fall off. I mean, at some point, the bill comes due, and how lucky could you get? I mean, they won like 11-1, like you said last week. It's an 11-1 score games last year, and a lot of them by referee interference, dinks off the goalposts, so fluky. They were all fluky wins. Like they very well could have lost all 11 of those.
Right.
And they've gotten a year older. Travis Kelce's a year older. They still don't have Rashee Rice. They're a mess.
And so far, so 2 games and 2 losses of 1 score games.
Yeah. But the Chargers, Harbaugh usually takes like 3 years. Everywhere he's gone, it's the 3rd year when they explode, and they're actually legitimate contenders. I just had a vibe that this year with the Chiefs are going to fall down, and I'm like, Harbaugh's going to step right into that hole and fill it up. And I figured Denver wasn't going to repeat their success this year because they're so young, and so yeah, fun to watch. On the other side, it was Pete Carroll's 74th birthday Monday that day. And the Raiders repay him with a nice birthday present of a total beatdown loss, and they couldn't move the ball. They looked really just stuck in the mud. But the Raiders are just a team. They're an opponent. They're going to be like around 500. They're going to probably play the Chiefs like tooth and nail, like they always. And then they'll go get smoked by Tennessee. Like that's who they are.
Only thing I know is I think the Raiders lost their aura when they moved away from Oakland.
Oh, totally. They don't have a fan base anymore. Not at all.
Ooh, Jets bag.
My buddy Doug went there last year to see the Steelers in Vegas, and he said they don't have any fans. It was like 80% Steelers fans there, and the Steelers always travel well anyway. Mm-hmm. But there's no real Raider. Like it's not like the Black Hole was.
That team was intimidating. back in the day.
I mean, it's not SoFi, so.
No, that's for sure. All right. Jets bag is back, baby. Woo! Justin Fields, 27 yards passing.
I know. I was like, hey, how did the Steelers fail to coach up Justin Fields last year? And he's gonna have an awesome season after that game last week. But no, it's back to the same thing.
Yeah. He got a concussion early on.
Yeah, that was.
And Tyrod Taylor came in and lapped him with 38 passing yards. Woo-hoo-hoo! Jets, Jets. It's stifling bag. So I don't know how people can wear these bags all day long. Anyway, yeah. And Buffalo, let's face it, Buffalo's Buffalo. And I think the talent gap between the Bills and everybody else in that division is,
oh my gosh,
just enormous.
I mean, they're gonna have that clinched before Thanksgiving for sure. I'm serious. I'm not even
unless now Josh Allen did break his nose, right? Or it's not broken, but it looks horrible. It's it doesn't look like his old nose.
I think he is one of the most underrated quarterbacks I've ever seen. He is.
I don't know if he's underrated.
Well, he's not underrated anymore. I mean, he used to
be MVP. I don't think he's underrated.
But he is so humble. He's so good. He does everything well.
Oh, in that respect, you mean? Like he's not running his mouth all over the place.
Oh, right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And by the same token, look, we've got Mahomes fatigue, but he's the same way. He doesn't go running his mouth.
Yeah, true.
Is tired of the Chiefs that we are, but the Bills are just. I mean, James Cook, this guy's a world-class running back, and they use him so sparingly. And when he is in there, and this was going back to last year in the playoffs when they lost to Kansas City, the biggest mistake I thought they made was not running him enough. Every time he touches the ball, you see some of these cutbacks and these squeaking through these holes, and he's got this burst, and he's strong. I don't know why they don't, hand him the ball 25 times a game, 25 times a game.
Yeah, I agree. Since it takes the pressure off of Allen running.
Yeah. So, and Mitch Trubisky came in and threw 2 passes and looked like Mitch Trubisky. He didn't have to do much. It was the Jets. The Jets came back to earth. I think it's going to take about 4 or 5 weeks to see which Jets we're looking at. Last year's Jets are a whole new Jets, but week 1 they looked like a whole new Jets, and week 2 they looked like last year's Jets. So,
yep.
Jets bag will be on standby all year long.
I'll be here all week.
I'll be here all week.
Ooh.
We have a winner. Yeah, the Rams. So far, so good.
So, where do you want to start? Tennessee, or do you want to start with the Rams?
I mean, the Rams so far this year has been pretty much what I thought they'd be doing. Really good offense. Really good. Their defense is like the youngest and one of the best. Keeps them. Is going to keep them in every game. And the offense, I know that. Why can't I think of his name?
Devontae Adams.
No.
Sean McVay,
the quarterback. It's like
Matt Stafford.
Yeah, they had all those injury concerns, and it is a big concern. I mean, his back is going to flare up all year long as they can manage it. But that's the only thing I worry about, whether the offensive line will hold up. But I think that offense has enough to pretty much go up against any team. We'll see this week too against the Eagles, but they've been exactly what I thought they would be, and I think they're going to win that division.
They are certainly capable of making a Super Bowl run.
Yeah,
I think they were knocking on the door a little bit last year.
For sure.
They had that the second half of the season. They looked like a totally different team than they did in the first half of the season. I'm with you, Edson. The Devontae Adams Puka Nacua connection with Stafford is bringing in Adams was a really good move. Really good move. The on the other side of the ball, the Titans had an early lead in this game.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I had the radio on. Titans radio was going berserk. Because Cam Ward, Did you see his first career touchdown pass? He rolls out to the right toward the sideline. He's almost out of bounds, and he throws it across his body to the opposite corner of the end zone for a touchdown. Like, he broke all the rules.
He broke all the rules. You can't throw across your body.
Yeah, well, I mean, for his first career touchdown, he broke all the rules. And some guys do have that ability. Like Josh Allen can do that. Patrick Mahomes can do that. Tom Brady could do that.
That used to be Aaron Rodgers' thing.
Aaron Rodgers can do that. So, you know, Cam Ward's got a tool shed full of rusty tools right now. But if they can put some weapons around him, you know, and then it's very early, but when you see something like that, you're like, oh, And the confidence he had to do that. He knew he could do that. You don't see like Caleb Williams trying that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mess up his nail file.
I mean, they're obviously in a rebuilding year. I mean, they got their quarterback. And I think they'll be
And
good
last
in a
night
few
we
years.
had a Matthew Stafford sighting.
Yeah, he was at Dodger Stadium. I saw that.
Yeah,
Him and Kershaw have been like friends since high school. Like,
yeah, they're like best friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they're the same age, and one's retiring, and one's still got it.
Yep.
So, although Kershaw still got it, he's just retiring.
Good for him.
He's got to take care of those 5 kids.
That's on the Tennessee side. I think this is going to be a 3-year rebuild for them.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and I don't count last year because last year they weren't really. I mean,
right.
Brought in the new coaching staff, and like whatever Vrabel had was just jettisoned. And so I count this year. This was the coaching staff's first draft. So they're going to start to build this. It's going to take a while. There's really not much there at all. But they do have cool uniforms. I like those powder blue shirts they were wearing.
Yeah.
That's what we'll say for Tennessee. You got cool uniforms.
Yep. I just realized something. You got 3 grown men waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning to play spin the bottle.
9. I got up earlier than that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's like going on the air playing spin the bottle.
Yeah. All right, so it's the San Francisco MASH unit against the New Orleans Aints.
What is going on? Is it they just keep aging veterans, or is just there's something in the air in San Francisco where it's like every single year there's
I know
both offense and defense, just injuries.
But
I think John Brody is going to start for San Francisco next week.
If Mac Jones gets hurt, I think you're right.
They got Kittle out, or at least injured, maybe, and Purdy.
Fred Warner got dinged up the week before. Yeah,
has Ayuk played yet?
I haven't seen him.
Jeez.
I didn't watch much from this game at all. I just thought Mac Jones played a decent game. He looked pretty good. I mean, you know, back when the Patriots drafted Mac Jones, we thought he had the chance to be like one of those classic pocket passing quarterbacks, you know.
I remember that draft. I remember thinking, I can't believe they lost Brady and they're going to get the next great one as Mac Jones just drops to them. Why didn't someone else draft him before he got there? I can't believe it dropped right in their lap.
We were texting each other about that. And
like, what the heck? Are you kidding me?
He looked good. His rookie year, he brought him to the playoffs. And it just didn't work out. And I don't know whether it was a confidence thing with him or what, because the tool set's there. And maybe being out in San Francisco with Shanahan and, you know, behind look, Brock Purdy was the last pick in the draft, and look what they did with him.
Yep.
So you just never know. And look, we've seen reclamation projects all over the place. Sam Darnold, Geno Smith. You just sometimes a player just is in the wrong system, gets moved to the right situation, they can have a renaissance. We'll see. The jury's out with Mac Jones. He's going to have a little bit of time to play now because Purdy's going to be out 3-4 games anyway. So I think, but
and the Saints, I have no idea what to say of the Saints.
What are the Saints?
What to make of them? No.
Spencer Rattler hasn't been awful.
No, he hasn't. But it's just there's not enough personnel here.
Archie Andrews, as Bruce pointed out. Let's just call him that.
I talked about that at work a couple of days ago, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're so right."
It's unbelievable. He looks just like Archie Andrews. Yeah, I don't know.
He's got a movie and TV career after football. Then.
Yeah, the Saints. I mean, well, we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know what to make them. I mean, I wrote them off as potentially being the worst team in the league this year, coming into the year. They don't look like the worst team. I mean, they're playing well. So
they've been competitive so far. Just I don't know. There's just not enough to like put them over. We'll see. I mean, they do have to play Carolina, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I don't know. What do we got here? I have another prop for this game.
Oh, okay.
So J.J. McCarthy came into this game 64-3 in his career since high school. He's now 64-4. Whoa! Talk about crashing back to earth. Actually, when you look at Minnesota, the 8 quarters they've played, they've had one good quarter.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was shocked last week when they came back against the Bears. I had picked the Bears to win. So I don't know what happened. They just collapsed there. And this game, it's not that I was shocked that the Atlanta won. I actually thought they would win. But the fact that their defense showed up. So I mean, how good is the fucking defense?
I'm glad you brought that up because I did see a good portion of this game. And Atlanta's defense is savage. Like, remember, I think it was it last year or the season before? They couldn't get any pressure. They had like 10 sacks all year. Like, they couldn't generate any pressure. And they went out and addressed it. And holy mackerel, they were collapsing the pocket on every play, it seemed like. I was shocked. I mean, these aren't the Falcons from a year or two ago. And Michael Penix, super poised. The guy looks like he's been in the league for 5 years already.
Yeah, they have some really good talent on offense as well. So, hey,
And
they're gonna challenge Tampa Bay.
That Bijan Robinson is the new Alvin Kamara. The guy can do anything. He can catch the ball, and he's quick as lightning. He's strong. He's fat. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Now, I have to put on my tinfoil hat here.
Here we go.
So, J.J. McCarthy looked really bad. And then suddenly comes up with a concussion. And is
when did that happen?
Not playing this week. Carson Wentz is going in. They call it a concussion. I'm not so sure it's a concussion.
Just a benching.
Oh crap. He has to be in the oven a little bit longer. And now they're probably going, who was the idiot that got rid of Sam Darnold?
Yeah, I was just going to say, oh crap, we got rid of him.
Got rid of Sam Darnold. Put your hand up. You're fired. Because now we got to play Carson Wentz.
The ultimate journeyman.
That's crazy. Yeah, 14 wins last year with Sam Darnold. Well, that wasn't enough for you. So
and Sam looks good in Seattle. Yeah. So Minnesota's defense is still decent. I mean, there's only when you're 3 and out and you have to come back on the field constantly. Your time of possession is lopsided. It's only so long a defense can hang in there. But Atlanta, it's going to be interesting because I kind of discounted them coming into the year as the typical Falcons, 8-8, 9-7, that kind of thing. They will probably challenge Tampa right up to the end of the year for that division now. And I'd say there's 2 legitimate good teams in that division, where that division was a snooze fest for the last couple.
Yeah. And how long will it go before Jefferson starts being disgruntled?
I don't. He's not. He doesn't.
I know he's not the type of guy. I get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll be right back, guys.
You bet. So we'll move on to the next game while Bruce is. Oh no, not the boring bowl.
Hey,
it's the boring bowl.
might as well this side. Yeah. No,
I don't have much to say about this.
I don't
game
have a lot to say, but Arizona, at least give Arizona some credit. I mean, like you're supposed to win. You're supposed to win the games you're supposed to win, and they have. They're up. They're 2-0. they're they're doing well on both offense and defense. I know that's probably not the best opponents, but you know what? Bad teams lose some of those games, and they haven't. So I give them credit for that. And Carolina, it looked like this was going to be a blowout, but then they kind of like made a comeback and showed some spark on offense. So we'll see if that continues into the next game.
For me, the one positive that came out of this game was exactly what you said. It started very slowly. Bryce Young was struggling again, and then found his footing.
Yep.
And
maybe that's enough to.
I hope so. I want to see this kid succeed so bad. I really do. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I'm so vested in him. I feel for the kid, and I just want to see him do well. For whatever reason, he just seems like a good person, and he works really hard. And I just want to see him successful. And he was fun to watch at the end of the year last year when he finally figured it out. And maybe he just got off to a rocky start, and maybe the specter of being benched again. Maybe they were telling him, "Hey, look, one more bad series, we're sitting you down," and that woke him up. Maybe he's just got he lacks the fire. He lacks the intensity.
Block,
So, but not much else to say about this game. The Cardinals,
they're okay. I mean, they haven't shown us a lot yet, but
they're
at least they won. Yeah,
they won. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those keep one eye on them.
We have to see them against a more prominent opponent.
They're one of those teams that you wait until like the second half of the year to, start paying attention to if they start playing well. I don't know. Sorry, Arizona fans, but on the East Coast, we don't really care.
Well, if they continue to do well, they'll make us care. So
I'm just being honest.
Oh wow, yeah. Say one thing. Say one thing about Tampa Bay. They're keeping every game exciting. I could say that.
I just want to say before we talk about this game, which was freaking awesome, and you guys can verify this because I got a guy on X come after me this week because a Pittsburgh radio host tweeted that the Steelers should have signed Baker Mayfield a couple of years ago when he was a free agent, and it would have solved all their problems. And I said, yeah, I was saying that 3 years ago. And some guy really went through my entire history and said, where'd you say this? Because there was no tweets about it. And I said, all right, you got me. But if you ask anybody in my orbit personally, they'll tell you that I wouldn't shut up about it. I kept saying that, like Baker Mayfield, he's the guy, bring him in.
You said it last year when I first started with you guys. I remember you saying, if we got Baker Mayfield, we wouldn't have any of these. I remember this.
I wanted him so bad when he was bouncing around, like, after Cleveland ditched him and he went to Carolina and then to the Rams. And I was like, bring him in. Just grab him. Nobody wants him. Grab him. He's the guy. Especially when you play the Browns twice a year and you got him, right? Duh. And he proved it again Monday night. Why? That guy, that last drive, when he ran for that first down, that was like he got Elway helicoptered on the play. Like he got creamed. He gets right back up.
He just jumps up. He's like a little kid, playing in the playground.
He's fearless. He's durable. Even when he's banged up, he'll go out there and play. He gives you every single ounce of his strength every single week.
He definitely reminds me of, and you guys might think I'm crazy, but he reminds me of a little bit of a young Brett Favre.
Yes, absolutely. I don't think
he's a gunslinger, and he's so confident where he throws the ball, and he's like, "I'll run if I have to." And he gets his team like, ugh, that look about him.
And much like Brett Favre, he could throw 3 or 4 picks, and he'll shake them off. He's fearless. Right. He'll still go out and do that. He doesn't change the way he plays at all.
Right.
And he's confident enough in his ability that he thinks, I'm winning this game no matter what. I don't care how many mistakes I made. We're winning this game.
Right.
Just unbelievable. Great last drive. Houston's got a problem. Houston, we've got a problem. And it's their offensive line.
Yep.
They did nothing in the offseason.
All last season, and now they didn't address it.
They are going to get CJ Stroud annihilated.
It reminds me of Andrew Luck every single week.
It reminds me of when Houston first came in as an expansion team and they had David Carr.
Oh, yeah, that's
who could have been a decent quarterback, but they got him destroyed back there.
Wasn't that the record year that he was sacked like 71 times?
73, something like that. Yeah.
It was outrageous.
Their response to last year was getting rid of Tunsil.
Right.
Which was probably their best offensive lineman. I know he had a problem with penalties, and that's what they talk about all of them. But it's like, he was still good. I mean, what else did you have?
Look, I think the world of D'Amico Ryans and his staff. I think they have a great coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got Nick Chubb. Look, he looked pedestrian until that 25-yard touchdown run. He looked really good on that one. He had the burst. I think it's that line. They can't block for him. They can't run block. They can't pass block. Aside from, I mean, I don't know who's drafting and who's choosing the offensive line personnel, but that person in Houston probably needs a pink slip because that's holding him back. This is I picked them to win the division easily, and right now I don't think they're better than the Colts because of that offensive line.
That's why I picked the Colts to win the division.
Oh, Edson got in his little time machine and went ahead in time. And
all I needed to see was, what did you do about your offensive line? You didn't do anything. You're not winning this division, and they probably still will. But that's my opinion.
Maybe. Right now, the Colts look like a more complete team than Houston does. And the old adage used to be, if you start 0-2, you're kind of like the stat you couldn't make the playoffs. They've added the extra game now. So now it's more like if you start 0-3, and there's still a game on this wheel that brings us to an 0-3 team. Of course, we're not supposed to know. I hate how it lands in between.
They'll pick one. Yeah.
Oh.
This was a really good, 2 weeks in a row now, Green Bay just shows what a complete team they are.
Look at Bruce puffing his chest out.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, you should.
Sir.
Before I send to the Commander fans for hurting your quarterback, I apologize for that. Now then, how about my Packers? Man, they're kicking ass. I love my team. They got the defense. They got the offense. They got Dobbs wearing that space age helmet so he won't get hurt. And they got Micah Parsons, the Intimidator. No, the Hunter. That's his new nickname now. And I've been a Packers fan longer than Edson's been alive, 5 years. But the thing is, though, my team is looking good. Now then.
Yeah.
This is the bump in the road game for the first part of the season I'm really worried about. They're playing Cleveland. They'll win, but it'll look ugly. It'll be like 17-14.
What team that plays Cleveland doesn't look ugly?
No, the thing is, though, they'll find a way to go down to their level somehow.
Yeah. Well, Cleveland
has next week they'll beat the hell out of Dallas, so it's a win-win.
Cleveland does have a good defense.
Yeah.
Bruce. Right now, if I had to pick a Super Bowl champion, I'd pick your team. They look dominant on both sides of the ball. I mean, what else can you say? They look really good.
Only thing I'm worried about is when I sent you guys those pictures of RFK. Oh, they passed the resolution, so they're going to finish tearing down RFK so they can build a new stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I see the city fathers and moms and whoever it is, Muriel Bowser, the mayor of DC, going, please, Jaden, you gotta get well. You gotta get well, because like a quote unquote palace for him to show his wares.
Absolutely.
But the thing is, though, if he has that second year slump, which they totally screwed up with RG3.
Well, that was terrible when Shanahan kept running him out there with the bad knee. and then he ended up destroying his career.
Right.
And we talked about this last week.
I mean, that's why they totally screwed him up. They totally screwed him up.
I agree with. I'm worried about that with Jaden Daniels. He's small. He's not a big guy, and they shouldn't be using him to run as much as they do. They're going to get him killed, and that's
I hope they'll do it. I don't think Quinn's that stupid because Shanahan. It's so funny though. We talk about Kyle Shanahan, who's a guru on offensive sets and stuff like that. Pound the ball. And I don't just.
Well, the league's changed, and it's more of a passing league now. But, and he, he's a triple threat, that guy, but he's undersized, and you got to be careful.
Oh yeah.
He's, you look at a guy like Allen. Allen's 6'4", 250. Allen can take a beating.
I'll look it up for you guys.
He's not a big guy. He's not going to be able to take too many hits before he's in trouble. And it kind of reminds me when Randall Cunningham came in. And Randall Cunningham was running all over the place, and for a while he was like made of rubber.
And he did a damn good job with that too.
And he did, and he extended his career by another 5-6 years easily.
But Jaden is a good passer, though.
Oh, Jaden is. It's just he still looks to me, from what I've seen anyway. I watched a lot of the first game. I didn't watch much of this Packers game, but he looks to me like once the play starts to break down, he looks to run first, and that's going to get him killed.
Also, much like the Chiefs, Washington did win a lot of these like fluky games last year. I mean, they deserve to be there. I mean, look what they did to the Lions in the playoffs. They deserve to be there. I'm not saying they did.
Here's a shock for you guys.
Like fluky type games. So
Jaden Daniels is 210 pounds. Okay,
doesn't look it,
but he's 6'4".
Right.
Is he? I thought he was shorter.
I'm like, I didn't know 6'4".
That makes him kind of looks.
That makes him so wiry. Yeah, I didn't realize he was that tall. He doesn't look that tall, does he?
And the thing is, he's such a good kid. I mean, you can't say anything bad about him.
Oh, he is. I love him. He's like my favorite quarterback. That's another reason I want him killed, because I really like him.
Right. Yeah, because everyone's rooting for him.
The NFL needs players like that.
They do, and I feel, because I said he was the next CJ Stroud. Like he was not the first overall pick, but he ended up better than the guy who was picked first. Oh, Chiefs!
This is good. Andy, I love you, baby. I love you. I'm feeling for you. I love you. I love you.
No. I like Andy Reid.
I love you.
Take a breath.
I mean, last week I thought the Chargers beat them soundly. This week it was more like they did. It was the first time I've seen in like 10 years where the lucky little plays did not fall for that, and I'm like, you guys are gonna lose that aspect of your team. You're in for a long season.
And Kelsey had another Kelsey meltdown on the sidelines, throwing his crap around. He's such a I can't see.
Oh my God! Just go away.
Exactly.
Go away,
Exactly.
Travis Kelsey. We nobody likes you, bro. Yeah, the Eagles again. Like Barkley didn't really go anywhere. I think he had 80 yards. So the Chiefs are successful when they game plan to stop him, but they're not successful anywhere else with that offense. The Eagles did just enough to win the game. Most of it by pushing all the way down the field.
Yeah.
Even the announcers were like, "All right, I've had enough of this crap, the push crap." I wanted it banned. I can't stand it either. And like, I'm not watching rugby here. I don't want to see a rugby scrum, constantly.
I mean,
it's just
any play where you help the ball carrier. It's like, no, that the ball carrier, one person at a time carrying the ball, not like the whole team. That's ridiculous. You can block. But you're not dragging people or pushing people. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's
look, give credit to Sirianni for coming up with it, and it worked. And it still works for them. They're like the only team that can do it like consistently.
Because they're the best offensive line.
Right. Exactly. exactly. But it's annoying and it's boring football to watch them. It looks like a rugby scrum. Just they get themselves in these 3rd and shorts, and then they just go for the 1 yard with the tush push. And
did you guys see? It's on NFL. Jalen Hurts was wired for the game.
Oh, was he?
Oh, you've got to see the first segment. They're doing okay, victory formation. You see Chris Jones or somebody.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. Look at the effing score.
Yeah, well, Chris Jones was screaming at him that he had 101 yards passing.
Right.
They won the game. He's only thrown 2 passes all season over 10 yards. Jalen Hurts.
Right.
I think he's won more yards than he's passed.
And like you were saying, Edson, why? He's got what's his face?
Brown, yeah.
AJ Brown and
Devontae. Is it?
Yeah, Devontae
Smith. Devontae
Smith.
Yeah. Two very
good. That offense. They just play probably toward I don't know, but hey, the good thing is though, have we had no Taylor Swift sightings this year?
As far as I know.
As far as I know. Yeah.
But let's keep up the good work.
Well, they haven't had much to cheer about. They only show her when she's like,
yeah.
Oh, my boyfriend. Exactly. Shut up and sit
down.
I
am like the last person. Like I don't listen to any of her. I'm not a fan at all. But I fear for her. Truly.
Oh,
I'm being serious.
I am too.
I've told people this. Her fans and stuff. I fear for her because I see domestic violence in her future.
I do too.
I hope I'm completely wrong. But from what I've seen, holy cow! Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Especially, who was it? I think Jacksonville. I think it was, and Kelsey got with a no call against him, and he went ballistic after finding the film. It was just like, and they kept on saying, "You're out of here! You're out." He threw his he just went nuts on somebody. I don't know what it was, but
well, in the Super Bowl that they won, he almost knocked Reed down, didn't he?
Like that's right.
It's like he almost knocked him down. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he ran right into Andy Reid's face. And there was the incident with the Ravens where he went over to Tucker and he was like kicking the ball away from the team.
Oh yeah, that too.
And saying get out of here, and it was like he had every right. That's where they practice kicking.
I know.
Yeah, just
you see his brother. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Then you see. I
would have punched Kelsey in the face if he came over and did that. And I'm surprised none of the Ravens went to Tucker's defense. Then again, now we know why, right?
Yeah. Well, there you go.
All right, Edson.
Boy, wait. The one good thing I could say is it was a competitive game. It wasn't like they didn't show up to the game, but man, you're at home against the Northeast team. You got to win this game, and I don't get it.
Can you explain this one to me?
Oh. I'm not hearing him.
Oh, you're not?
I'm not hearing anything.
Oh, hang on.
I mean, yeah.
Do I have to?
You could tell.
Hang on.
Yeah,
Isn't there a way I have to? Well, anyway, he's saying to win the game, you have to win the game, not lose the game. And to win the game, you have to move the ball.
That's just somebody who just has nothing there's nothing for him to say. He's got to come up with something.
If you notice, it looks like he's reading from a prepared statement.
Almost like he wrote
he's reading.
Almost like he wrote it before the game. It's like, okay, in case something bad happens. Hey, look, I like him in terms of his offensive mindset and everything, but I'm not sure he'd be a good overall coach.
I think he's the first one to get whacked.
Probably.
Which I had before the season started.
Especially after what happened just recently.
And a lot of it's might be partially his fault, but the general manager's gotten rid of a lot of the talent on that field.
They did.
And he's left him with a pretty bare cupboard to play with. And Tyreek Hill could be in some trouble down the road. They're a mess.
I was the first one to scream, do not give Not that I don't think he's a good quarterback, but do not give Tua that much. Don't do that with that. How much money they gave him? That was horrible. You got to stop doing that
But
stuff.
the thing is interesting. I know we'll talk about it next week. This is like a spoiler. They came back and played reasonably well against Buffalo.
Yeah,
which
they
is
did.
really surprising.
They did. They seemed to do well against Buffalo, just not enough to win. But yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and give the Drake May credit. He looked terrible week 1. There were people jumping off bridges in Boston.
Talk about overreaction.
Yeah, they wanted Mike Vrabel fired after 1 week.
Like,
No, they didn't. I just
Bring
made that
back
up.
Belichick.
Yeah, no, I just made that up. But yeah, the Patriots looked more like the Patriots I expected them to be under Mike Vrabel this year. Did you see that fluky thing where Miami returned a punt for a touchdown, then kicked off to New England, or was it the other way around?
New England kicked. Miami
New
scored.
England returned the punt, and then Miami scored. Well, either way, it was a
Yeah, it
punt
was like back to back.
And I saw that it was the first time since 1992 that's happened.
That's gotta be pretty demoralizing.
Bruce and I were in college together in 1992, and that's full
That's
disclosure.
right.
And that is actually fact. We're not making that up.
That's right. The Ebony and Ivory radio show.
That's right.
I think I just started 4th grade then.
All right. There's no reason to spin it, but I'll spin it. There's 1 game left.
Yeah. Speaking of spinning, spin the narrative.
Yes.
I think I was in 4th grade. Wow.
Wow, what a shock.
I waited until this game came up to go back to something, Keith, you said about, the Steelers should have picked up Baker Mayfield when he was I go back further back. Cleveland doesn't realize whoever made those decisions doesn't realize what they did, what set of events they put in motion when they got rid of the. What are you doing? I remember. I think I was talking to you back then about this. It was a playoff game where Cleveland. Did they go into Pittsburgh or was it in Cleveland? But anyway,
it was Pittsburgh when they blew the Steelers out.
Baker, yeah, they had that game wrapped up by the
in the first quarter. It was 28-0 in the first quarter.
And
yeah,
I'm
like interception.
And then they go ahead and get rid of him. What is wrong with them?
And that was the season Mayfield played like his shoulder was all taped up and his collarbone was like fractured. And
they almost went into Kansas City, and remember that
they almost won that game too. They had the lead. Yep.
Oh my gosh! And what are you doing? And they set into motion the something that they're not going to recover for still quite a while. Still,
I agree. Because Deshaun Watson is getting paid.
That's right. This just in, Deshaun Watson says, "I'm still getting paid."
They kind of ruined Myles Garrett's career in that way because he could be in some significant games.
Why?
Yeah,
he did that to himself. He could have walked.
Oh no, I agree with that. But I'm saying that had they kept, Mayfield going, I think that they would have been maybe not a Super Bowl run, but who knows? They would have been contenders for sure.
Yeah, Denzel Ward too. It's the whole time. I mean, the bronze got a bronze, right? They got to be the bronze, and that's who they are. And it's, by the way, it was Watson's 30th birthday the other day.
Getting paid.
And he's getting paid. Yeah, but it just shows you how critical, like one mistake like that can set a franchise back 5, 6, 8 years even. And I just thought the lack of loyalty to a guy who played that beat up for them.
Yeah, who put his body in.
Like I said before, going back to the Tampa recap, like he gives you every ounce of what he's got in him, whether he's hurt, sick, he is out there balling every single week. So, which is why I wanted him in Pittsburgh, but Mike Tomlin didn't ask my opinion.
This game actually wound up exactly what we thought it would be, because after blowing that game the first week against Buffalo, they were looking for something. Baltimore, was looking for somebody to beat up on. So,
and Baltimore put up, huge points again, and Derrick Henry went nowhere. He had like 28 yards rushing. So watch out for the Ravens. When you lose when you got to play the Bills opening week, which is probably a preview of the AFC Championship game, that's just, you can't you can't bury the Ravens for collapsing in the fourth quarter like they did. It's week 1 against a pretty equivalent opponent. You know, that shows again that razor thin. There was one mistake. Derrick Henry fumbled the ball, and
that was it. That opened it up enough.
Yeah. So, all right. Should we get to our picks for week Trey? Wrap this up. Yep. Let me. See.
I got Buffalo this week. Sorry, I actually don't.
I have a nickname for you, Edson. I have a nickname for you. Okay. How many of us remember late night television with a woman named Cleo? Used to do like the psychic readings.
Oh gosh.
Edson is Cleo. Because he's like, oh my gosh.
Please don't associate me with any such person.
The Johnny Carson thing. Oh,
Yeah.
I see right now.
Oh, he was funny, yeah.
I see Bills 31, Dolphins 21.
Yeah, the answer is, yeah, I got it.
Oh, how do we all do last week?
Yes, we have to start tracking that.
Yeah. Steelers were the only ones that screwed me over.
Really?
Yeah, I was 4-1.
Wow. Bruce, what were you?
5-0.
Good for you.
Come on. Were you?
Yeah. Baltimore, Philly, Detroit, Green Bay, Dallas.
I'm wearing the dunce cap again. I was 3-2. Well, I believe we came in last place last year too.
Everybody's over 500 so far.
Okay, that's good.
So let me put this in. Edson, whoops, if I could spell. Edson 4-1. Of course, we don't have a week 1, so there'll be less games this year.
Damn.
No, we're all 5. We all said we all won. So we're all 5-0 for week 1.
We're gonna give ourselves that?
Yeah.
The head start.
I like Bruce. That's great. I like your idea, Bruce. I just put myself 5-0. I was 3-2.
Oh, okay.
I have Bruce 5-0, Edson 4-1, and I'm 3-2. All right. Who wants to go? Well, Bruce, since you were undefeated, you can take the first round here. What are your 5 picks?
Okay, I'll do my 5 picks real quick. Green Bay over Cleveland. Kansas City over the Giants. Philly over the Rams. The Chargers over Denver. And this will make an early birthday present. Please, please, please. Chicago over Dallas.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
I mean, I think there's a good chance for that. They're at home. And Cowboys are really up and down.
Wow.
It's a chance for Caleb Williams for sure to try to right the ship.
Yeah. It's getting to be put up or shut up time for him.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he's too streaky. I mean, he looks great one, and not even I'd say week to week. He looks great for like portions of games and then kind of crumbles or starts slow and then gets better. He's all over the map. Not what you'd expect from a 1-1. Edson, what do you got?
I totally forgot to I had it written down, so I'm going to just go through the schedule and try to remember this. It was definitely, and this is all based on overreaction, so I'm going to get a lot of these wrong. So Atlanta over the Panthers. I think what did I have here? Hold on. Colts over the Titans. Chiefs over the Giants. I agree with you there, Bruce, because the Chiefs are in desperation mode there. The last two are going to be, I think, Tampa Bay over the Jets, and Texans over the Jaguars. That's it.
Wow. I was afraid of that Texans-Jaguars game.
I know. I'm afraid of it too, but I'm like, well, if you can't win this game, then
no, Houston can't afford to go 0-3. That's pretty much end of year. Although in that division,
you're right. That division,
9-7 can win that division, so it's not
true.
Not fatal. You notice, by the way, that they put the old Buccaneers logo up this week.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's pretty cool.
Which rippled through, like when I made the wheel, it rippled through to last week.
I really like that.
I think they're wearing the creamsicles this week at home. That's why.
Oh, okay.
They're wearing their throwbacks. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I have the Packers over Cleveland. I have the Buccaneers over the Jets. I have the Colts over the Titans.
That's another overreaction on my part.
I have the Chiefs over the Giants because the Chiefs can't. They're not going to go 0-3. But the Giants could. And I have the Falcons. My new one of my new favorite watches right now. They're exciting to watch.
Yep.
Over Carolina.
I guess we'll crash and burn together.
Do we have all 5 the
not
same?
all. No, not all 5 of them. Just a few. Probably
like 4 of them.
I think. Yeah, maybe it is 4 of them.
Yeah.
I think Edson notepad got over to Keith's house.
And I think it's kind of ironic that the 3 of us who spent the whole year just killing the Chiefs, we all agree on the Chiefs this week.
Yeah. Well, look, they're a better coached football team. I think the Giants.
More talent, definitely.
More, and they know how to win. Their backs are against the wall, so they're not going to lose. All right.
I just realized something. We all wouldn't touch the Monday night game.
Yeah, I'm not touching that game.
Oh, I know.
No.
Thank you for bringing that up. I was going to say the same
thing. I'm gonna really plan on enjoying the game, but
that's gonna be a good game because I got my starting running back and my starting quarterback playing against each other.
Oh yeah, Henry and Gibbs. I don't think Henry's going to have 28 yards this week.
I know. Let me get to this real quick before we fly. My shout outs for my friends last night. It was great seeing you. Let's do this again in 5 years when I have my 50th.
And there was much rejoicing.
To Boop again.
Go on.
I feel like Mr. Roper doing that look. To Boop, Geezy, Move Church Family, Buffalo Wild Wings, Boom, and Robinson. Thank you.
And there was much rejoicing.
That should be the one for end of season. Whoever wins the picks just.
Oh my gosh! Where have I got myself into?
You got to figure out how to bring in like a Charlie Brown, the Great Pumpkin in when.
Yeah, that guy got a rock.
I'll find it.
I'll let you know when.
You have to bring it up for Halloween when Sam Darnold throws 5 interceptions.
There you go.
I got a touchdown pass. Darnold, I got a rock.
Oh wow!
One of the greatest lines that the generation under us will never understand. When you say it, you have to say it in a certain term. How's it going? I got a rock.
Wait, I don't understand that one.
Well, you see, Edson, there was this cartoon from the 1950s called Peanuts, and the main character, Charlie Brown, had a lot of bad luck following him around, you see. And when they went trick-or-treating, everybody got candy, and he got a rock.
No. Don't explain it to him. Don't explain it to him. It's like a bad spoiler alert because Edson would be like looking on a film strip or something like that.
I mean, what they should have really done in that, if he has a lot of bad luck, was him like practicing kicking a field goal and maybe the holder taking the ball away or something like that. That would have been perfect for us.
What are you doing?
It was just off the top of my head, you know.
Or even better, you know what they should do? They should have him throwing a baseball and the ball coming right back toward him and all his clothes get ripped off.
There you go.
Or a beautiful sunny day, and when he takes the mound, the cloud goes right over the pitcher's mound and only rains on him.
Right.
I've seen some of those isolated rainstorms that could work. Usually over my house, but you know.
You know, it's funny. I should find a bunch because Charles Schultz was a big sports fan, and he did a lot of gimmicks around sports. I should find all those because they will be fun to roll in.
Yeah.
Charles Schultz is one of my heroes because when they put up Franklin back in the day, which was really controversial for having a black character on the Peanut thing. And one of the guys from the Deep South wrote to him and said, "We're not going to put up your comic strip unless you take Franklin out." And Charles Schultz was like, "Okay, I'll miss you," but he said, "That's the way it is. You don't like it? See ya."
Good for him.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right.
Okay. I gotta.
Good luck to everyone. Edson, we have the same pick, so good luck to us.
Good
Good luck to you, Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a greeting here from
Oh. Okay.
Janusz.
Yes, I think no. Yes, the joyfulness is over. The joyfulness is over.
I will stitch it into the actual
Oh.
closing, which I do have. So.
Oh, I need.
All right.
that,
Well,
man.
you guys, as I turned older this week, just remember one thing: I'm
Oh,
not
it's
as old as or young as Edson, and I will see you at my pre-K graduation party. Edson,
It's your
you just bring
birthday
your own
this week?
desk.
When's your birthday?
Thursday.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
Edson's the week after.
Oh, Edson, your birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
We
gonna
all
be
know when Keith's birthday is because he totally. I just said happy birthday to him. He totally like turned on me.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
I'm finally hitting the 30 mark.
Because I don't acknowledge them anymore.
Wait! What the hell? You're finally hitting the what?
You're gonna get your driver's license this
Yeah,
year?
I'm finally hitting the 30s.
Yeah,
You're probably getting his learner's permit. Edson, how's it going? Hold on, I have Keith right sitting next to me, so I have a licensed driver, so I can go down the street.
Oh, well, I gotta say this before we go. You guys make me feel young. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Oh, glad we can help.
That was almost beautiful.
All right. Almost. We'll see if Jets back will make a return again next week.
All right,
Jets.
guys, I gotta get out of here. Love you guys.
All right.
Take care
Love
of
you too,
yourself.
man. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
What the hell?
The channel. If you subscribe, make sure to check the little bell icon anytime someone from our network drops new content here. Want some Geek Time swag? Check out the merchandise available in the Geek Time TV store, linked in the channel description below. Share Geek Time TV with friends, and as always, thank you for your support. We'll see you soon.